Courage, back up. Excuse me. Courage, back up. Courage, back up.
Tell her to shut up.
Fuck you, you're a weird bitch.
Shut up. Shut up.
And you're lucky my voice is gone. Cause you want me
I
to
can still hear your voice from over here.
Yeah, you're lucky.
It doesn't make a difference.
You're
Give me some love, y'all.
Hey guys and gals and everyone in between, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite gay, JayPee. Hey. I don't got enough space to be breaking it down like this, so we are about to get into Baddies USA, the reunion part 2. And no shade, I don't feel like rambling for an hour like last video. And I'm standing up. I decided to stand up for this video because part 2 was giving everybody was standing up, okay? It was fight after fight after fight and not much dialogue. So yeah, I don't want to keep y'all waiting. Let's get into all the tea. No shade. All right, so picking up where we last left off, Mariah and the audience member we're going back and forth, no shade.
Cause you can get that bitch. Cause you can get that bitch.
Things escalated and they got the audience member on the stage to run that fade with Mariah. But despite some hesitation from Natalie, Saucy Santana encouraged it and was like, she wanna fight Mariah, let Mariah do her in, no shade. So they swear up. Natalie's like, nope, trying to intervene and prevent anything from happening. But Saucy Santana demands to see the fight. So he's holding Natalie back, grabbing her arm like, no, let him fight, bitch, let them fight. And yeah, that's exactly what they do. So they get cute little tiny squabble in, okay? And no shade, Mariah swung maybe 3 times, but only one hit connected. The audience member though, on the other hand, she, let me not gas her too much. Like, she did what needed to be done. They both didn't give too much. Like, it wasn't too brutal or anything, but she definitely connected way more than Mariah, and she was starting to uppercut her, okay? Security had a swoop in, and yeah, break it up. Anyways, Mariah's over there popping it like she won the fight, per usual. It's the delusion for me. But anyways, they're just arguing, going back and forth. Moving on. All right, so on a calmer note, backstage we have DJ Airy, Fania, and Killa, and they're basically chatting. All right, Kay Rican ends up walking in and greeting them. She's like, what's tea? What's tea? Fania was basically just like, oh, we're just discussing, you know, our beefs, hit lists, etc. Killa states that she wants Tommie and she wants mother freaking Suki. No shade.
Oh yeah, I'm getting that with, who am I getting? Suki and Tommie, if I can. You know, bitches be PC'd up.
DJ Airy informed her though that Suki's pregnant, so you can't really do nothing because she's pregnant. Killa was just like, well, why is she here then? Why is she here? But anyways, back on stage, Janiesha calls out Big Lex and Bad Dolly. So Big Lex walks up, she hugs Janiesha, okay? But then things turn chaotic once Biggie was like, oh, you look cute, Lex. She tried to compliment her to think she was gonna play nice, but that didn't work because Big Lex came in,
pretty Lex.
smacked fire from her, no shade. So Biggie's like, oh, you wanna fight me, Lex? So she starts kicking off her little kitten heels or whatever, and she tries picking one of the heels up and throwing it at Lex. But honestly, it didn't really do nothing. It kind of like bounced off her arm or something. So like, girl. I would have just held it in my hand and kept whacking her. So this was a cute little fight. I do respect Biggie. I'll give her her little 5s or whatever. Not full 10s because she pulled that stunt, as y'all know, standing in the audience. But we'll get into that in a second. But yeah, Biggie probably landed 1 or 2 hits. She was trying to swing a little bit, but Lex was just too fast, too quick, too precise for her, no shade. Security breaks it up, and then Tesehki attempts to basically de-escalate the situation. She's walking over to Lex to hear her side, But then Lex was like, oh, Suki, you look cute. And then Tesehki was like, oh, thank you. And she hugs Big Lex.
Hey, you look cute. I'm on that.
Mind you, this was probably like 2 minutes after her and Biggie just fought. So a heated argument sparks between Biggie and Tesehki.
Do you owe that bitch something? Do you owe that bitch something? That's not your friend.
Why am I getting Summer and Big Lex flashbacks? Like, they were friends, they argued, shit, you know, went downhill real quick. But I don't know if that's gonna happen for Tesehki and Biggie. But Biggie was really coming at Tesehki. She's like, Tesehki, you're weird. Why are you hugging that bitch? She said, you always do this. I'm done with you. And Tesehki was like, Biggie, shut the I'm trying to help, trying to calm y'all down. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, Suki, that was some weird shit. I'm not gonna lie. Even though Biggie wants people to be her bodyguard, which is like, bitch, stop being a coochie and just fight your own battles. You're too grown for this and you know what you signed up for. But I could kind of understand Biggie's emotion or frustration, because it's like, we came in together and the girl who just attacked me, you over here hugging her, but we supposed to be the ones that are locked in. So it did look weird on Tesehki's part, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, I don't think we're getting Tesehki versus Big Lex, or even Big Lex versus Krishan. And they all were on stage. Just a wasted missed opportunity. I'm irritated. All right, so Janiesha calls the Pretty Three to the stage, okay? Baby and one. Hey y'all, I'm not sure what happened to the last 13 seconds of my audio in this clip, but pretty much Kay Rican came out and squabbled up with Mariah, and then Killa was ready for Dolly and vice versa. She snatched that wig off and was ready, no shade. Baby and no shade, this scene was low-key giving like a Now That's TV clip, okay? Where two fights break out simultaneously all at once.
What's up? Man, do this out.
Yes, I was here for it, but this time we could actually see everything going on. I did wish they kind of zoomed in a little bit for Mariah and Kay Rican's fight, but it was giving tie, it was giving a sisterly fade, and that's pretty much kind of what it ended up being, because right after Mariah and Kay Rican fought, Suki walks to Kay Rican. She's like, I would hug you, but I just got yelled at for hugging people. But yeah, can y'all squash this? And yeah, basically Mariah and Kay Rican squashed it. They hugged. They was like, yeah, we got it in. We did what we did. We both, you know, ate and yeah, moved on. But then they called Tinka Bella to the stage, okay? And baby Tinka was ready for Kay. So they squaring up, okay?
Oh, y'all really about to. Yeah. Come on.
And they go a couple rounds, probably like 3 rounds, I believe. Almost a 4th, but I can't remember. And not gonna lie, it wasn't anything too crazy. Yes, Tinka did dog Kay Rican, but I thought she was gonna do her worse than what we seen. Like, I thought she was gonna do her like Lex did Summer, but it wasn't giving that set. Like, she got a few bops in, probably bopped her in the mouth or something. The eye kind of dragged her, made her fall to the ground, but it was broke up pretty quick each round, so it wasn't anything too crazy. I feel like sometimes people just overhype Tinka Bella. Like, she definitely fought the best at the reunion than she did during the season. I think she got tore up almost every fight. So chaos continues as they call Tavi Love to the stage, and baby Fania was ready. Tavi was ready. They walk up. They square up, and baby, we love you, Fania girl, but no shade. Tavi came in like a wrecking ball, okay? No Miley Cyrus. So they go 2 rounds, okay? First round, Tavi ate her up to the point where Killa had to jump in, okay? She did sneak Tavi. I think I might have forgot to cover that. After Tavi fought Fania that first round where I said she dusted Fania, and then Santana dapped her up because Santana was saying like, Tavi served, and then Killa was like, me. And that's how Killa and Tavi started fighting from the reunion. My bad, y'all. It's just a lot of crazy shit happening, okay? And Tavi actually got her lick back too, because when Killa snuck Tavi, they fell on the couch and Kay Rican was right there sitting next and popped Tavi. So Tavi ended up getting her ones with Kay Rican, but it was broke up quickly. They wasn't doing too much, but Tavi still ate her up though. And Lex is over there like, stop jumping in, stop jumping in. She says this a lot as well because they tried jumping Tavi almost that whole part of the reunion. Fania got a few hits in. She got tore first round. She maybe got one hit in first round. Second round was her better round. It still was Tavi's, I would say. Tavi still overpowered, but Fania didn't get crushed like she did in the first round, no shade. And yeah, overall Tavi's hits just looked harder and connected more. So Tavi's the winner. So throughout this whole chaos with Tavi and Killa and Fania and Bad Dolly, all this bullshit going on, okay? Biggie still continues yelling from the audience at Lex, okay? And baby, she's popping it, okay? She's trolling Lex on her style, just going off. She was just like, Lex snuck me over a blunt. She kept saying that a lot, like, girl, it was not over the smoke.
This weird ass bitch Lex just snuck me.
And you know that, but I guess that's the excuse she's gonna use so that she can feel like the victim. No shade. Cause then she wanted to be like, oh Lex, you left your basketball career to become a bully. Like, girl, we're not gonna do this. Paint this bully victim. We're not playing the victim card. And she loves to do this every time just because she's not the best fighter.
You left your basketball career to be a bully.
Sick of her. So Biggie's popping it, popping it, popping it. And then at one point Lex gets up, okay? And then she's like, move, security, move. And she's walking up in the audience to try to get to Biggie, no shade. Biggie then throws like a cup of water or whatever at Lex. And then Lex was like, see, this is what I'm talking about. Come here, Biggie, come here, Biggie.
Watch out, watch out. Biggie, exactly, watch out. Watch.
So she pushed security out the way. She's like, move. And she gets Biggie. As she should. I was like, yes, again. Get her, Jay. Because Biggie was just doing too much. Like, you don't want to fight Lex because you said that. Because she's yelling at security, talking about, y'all know she can beat me. Okay, then stop popping it. Leave her alone. Anyways, in the midst of Biggie and Big Lex arguing, Janiesha's trying to host, do her job. And she respectfully asked Biggie, like, would you like to come back on stage? Like, Biggie, chill. And Biggie gets real slick and real disrespectful towards Janiesha, no shade.
Do you want to
Don't
come back
ask
on
me to
stage?
come back. You never get touched, so you're good to be on that stage.
Do you want
Stop
to?
talking to me.
Okay.
Janiesha handled it so classy and professional. She's like, Biggie, if you don't want to come back on my stage, let me do my job and shut up. And I was like, I know that's right, Janiesha.
Biggie, let me finish my reunion. If you don't want to be on stage,
Shut up,
leave
bitch.
it
You're
alone.
protected, bitch. You're
Leave it
protected.
alone. If you're not going to be on the stage, then shut up.
Biggie thinks she's bigger than the program. Like, no, bitch, you're just big. No shade. Tinka hugs Natalie, and then Natalie runs over to Rollie. He jumps on her lap, hugs her, and like kisses her on the cheek or something. And I'm just like, see, I know y'all couldn't be mad at each other for too long. But I love that. It shows growth. So yeah, they're showing each other affection after they just got into it. And Lex asks Rollie and Natalie, like, why are both of y'all wigs off? And then Rollie was like, cause me and this bitch just fought. So then Saucy, Santana, and Tinka get into a little back and forth. And pretty much it was just over, I guess, Tink feeling like Saucy. She was saying how he was basically messing like he F's with her. But then when I guess they got around in person, he wanted to act like he ain't really know her like that. I don't know. It seems like she just a fan, no shade.
I met you one time.
Go ahead, say no more.
I met you
All
one
right, say no
time.
more. All I'm saying is, if you don't fuck with me like that, then keep it. Like, stop trying to, you know what I'm saying?
I don't try to nothing.
All right, just saying,
I don't know you
keep
like
it.
that at all, though.
Keep it cute.
It's not no keep it cute. I
I'm
can't
saying-
do my job.
All right, but I'm
and I don't
saying
even
keep
feel
it cute.
comfortable with you on my body like that.
All right, so let me sit.
So Janiesha asked the BGC girls, because she calls Janelle, Sway, and Jayla to the stage. They also did have a little backstage little moment where Sway and Jayla were kind of going at it. Because Sway was basically saying as a viewer, she kind of felt like Jayla did pick a side. with the certain words she used to make it seem like Natalie was in the wrong or whatever. Long story short, Jay was like, I'm both of their friends. You're making it seem like this. She tries to check Sway, and Sway was like, well, that's not what I'm saying. That's how I feel personally. That's how I felt as a viewer, and I'm just trying to give you that heads up kind of thing. Anyways, it wasn't anything major, but yeah, they got brought up on stage. They all look great. Sway looks real good too, no shade. And I think it's actually her birthday. Janiesha asked about Sway's experience, and then they were like, wait, didn't you fight Bree? Child. Janiesha and Saucy ended up freaking mistaking her for Low London. Child, that had me screaming, no shade. So then Natalie at one point stands up and announces that she has a gift for her first Princess of Baddie record.
Hey, I want to give the first Princess of Baddie records a fucking Chanel watch.
And who is it? Killa. Rollie. Tavi stands up immediately and was like, wait, what'd you say, Natalie? Kind of taking shine away from Killa. And Killa was like, girl, you salty, you salty. And Tavi's like, I'm not salty, bitch. She throws something at Killa.
What you say?
I said she got the...
You're salty.
No, what you say? I'm not salty, bitch.
No wash,
I'm not
bitch.
talking to you, stupid.
And then Killa's like, come on, come on. They square up. And baby, this fight ain't no shade. I don't know. It was giving like, yeah, they got some smoke for each other. Killa, I think this was Killa's best fight this reunion. Like, she got way more hits in. She wasn't really able to do too much to Dolly, but yeah, she was eating. Tavi was still eating too. Tavi was in there. And Tavi was getting jumped, so you gotta appreciate that. But yeah, Killa was swinging. She was swinging or whatever. I see she had her little faja on, and I know she did get her body done, so I hate when they get surgery and immediately start fighting and acting up. Like, give your body some time to heal, babe, please. They both did good. It was kind of giving tie. But for some reason, Fania jumps in again and tries to smack Tavi. And yeah, Fania's mad. Then Diamond is hella intoxicated, as we knew from part 1, and basically security is like trying to hold her up because it looks like she's about to vomit or something. So as DTB's walking up stage with security, Fania's walking backstage and she sees DTB on the little staircase and
They're telling me to bring up.
pops her, and DTB's just like, what? Like, looking so dazed and confused. But she forgot what she said about Fania.
It's not giving what it's supposed to give. Fania just kind of fading in the background.
So Saucy walks backstage to Diamond. He's like, DTB, you need to sober up, boo. Like, you gotta sober up. So Diamond comes back on stage with her little mouthpiece in, matching her outfit, her little super villain outfit. It was cute. I felt so bad. And Diamond got tore. I don't know if she landed one punch. She was trying to swing, but she was just like so slow and delayed. Like almost a mummy. Like, she just kept walking into punches. Like,
You good.
and Natalie was there trying to stop it, but Diamond just kept going and going and going. So after Tavi bopped her up a good couple of times, she's like, I'm done with you. Like, you're good, I'm done. Like, you're drunk. I'm drunk too, but you're drunk. Child, Diamond still, come on, bitch. Diamond walks up on Fania again as she just sat down on the couch, and then Fania stands up. She's like, Diamond, move.
Move. You're drunk. Watch out. Me too. Move.
But then she ends up running up on Diamond, okay? Natalie tries hopping in. As I said, she was breaking up a lot of fights. Baby, she said her EP card is activated. I don't know. But yeah, she was trying to break it up. Diamond, thinking it was Fania, grabbed Natalie because she was in the middle. And then she swung Natalie to the ground, thinking it was Fania once again. And then it looked like Tavi jumped in and was like, bitch. And then this person jumped in and they were like, oh, no. And then all these people stand up in security. And then, yeah, it was just a shit show, honestly. And I felt so bad for DTB because I really hope she didn't get jumped. I'm sure everyone can use their common sense and know it was completely accident. We've seen fights where people are literally dazed and lost in the sauce and they end up swinging or punching at the wrong thing, object, or person. So that's what happened clearly, and I just felt so bad. Some people, I think, were in the comments like, oh, Diamond knows what she's doing, trying to sneak Natalie. Like, girl, they made up. And if she was gonna sneak Natalie, she would have really got her licks in. Like, we knew that wasn't on purpose. Like, but anyways, the episode ends. But for next week on part 3, all right, so we have Tinka, okay, she's consoling Diamond, hugging her. She's like, Diamond, are you drunk? Are you drunk?
You drunk, bro? You drunk?
So this is cute. I haven't really seen Tinka and Diamond interact in a while. I know they made up, and then it kind of just seemed like they don't hang out or talk as much as they used to, but they said they're still friends, I guess. So yeah, anyways, we see DJ Sky comes to set, okay? And Mariah's like, DJ Sky, I need that. I need that.
I need that, Sky! I need that, Sky!
Mariah's been adamant about getting DJ Sky since the start of the reunion, no shade. Then we see Tommie gets brought out stage, and I don't know what kind of coat she's wearing, but it looked like a cow print, ostrich feather jacket or coat, I'm not sure.
Tommy, what the hell, Tommy?
But yeah, anyways, we see Big Lex run up on her and yeah, going in, period. It looks like Tommie was running, flapping her arms to try to fly away from Lex, fly away from the ass beating. And then we see Mariah and DJ Sky getting it in. I'm not gonna lie, it looked kind of weak. They just looked like they were but it did look like they probably went 2 rounds, so we'll see if Sky gets some licks in, we'll see. And then we see Killa run up and so Killa runs up on Tommie and literally drops her to the floor. Like, I'm not gonna lie, she might have ate that. She might have did better than Stunner Girl did to Tommie. But I mean, she still dropped Tommie too, so Tommie is just taking the L, I'm sorry. Ciao. And then it looks like Diamond calls out Fania again. Like, Diamond, just wait till tomorrow, babes, because you need to sober up. And even when she's calling Fania out, she's still slurring her words. Like, I can't take her serious.
You wanna keep fighting me, Diamond?
No, I want to.
I didn't even fight you. What are you talking about? Because you drunk.
But then Janiesha reveals we have a very, very, very special guest.
I just got word we got a special guest.
Can anyone guess who the special guest is? Summer, none other, yes.
We got Summer in the building.
So it looks like Rollie immediately gets up, walks up on Summer, like, come on, Summer, come on.
Come on, bitch. Come on, bitch.
And it looked like they get it in a little bit, okay? But then it also looks like Bad Dolly snuck Summer, so they might have a little altercation as well. And yeah. So I'm gonna give DJ Sky, Summer, and Tommie a name. You know, we had the big 3, we had the pretty 3. We gonna call them the evil 3 or Trifling 3, the Trifling 3. So it looks like it's gonna be their reunion part 3, no shade. As I said in part 1, I didn't know if they were going to jam all this action and Tavi fighting this person and Nunu versus Kay Rican, all, you know, in one. But they did. And yes, I think I forgot to cover that as well. Kay Rican and Nunu did get it in. It was taking a little minute for them to squabble up. They were just like, you got the problem, you hit, you fall in. You
Let's go. Let's go.
Run it,
Come on, run out her.
Run it, ho.
Come on.
Run it.
Come on.
It had to take Saucy to tell them to fall in to actually start fighting. But they go about 2-3 rounds. The 3rd round was a part of the 2nd round, but Natalie was trying to separate them in the midst of the 2nd round, which caused Kay Rican to walk back up on Nunu the 3rd round. But that 2nd and 3rd round, Nunu had her, no shade. Kay Rican was doing okay though, 1st round. It was given tie. Kay Rican's fight, the 1st round against Nunu, was probably the best she fought this whole reunion because Tinka was taking her through there, no shade. But it's 4 o'clock and I've been up since like 8 or 9 in the morning. I only had a cup of coffee, so forgive me if a few things were out of order, but I was just trying to summarize this video up so we wouldn't be here for another hour, no shade. But I still let y'all know the key details and fights and tea that happened. So I'm gonna Eat my little, yes, yogurt parfait. This will be my brunch. It's a little melted, but it's okay. I love granola so much. Am I the only one that loves granola? All right, y'all, and y'all know the mantra. Don't forget to keep continuing to be the bad bitch you were born to be, because who else was gonna be it for you? Thought so. All right, I'll see y'all in part 3, and then it'll be a wrap on Baddies USA, chapter 1, but chapter 2 is filming, okay, currently. So, in the meantime, I will still be doing a few other reviews. We still have Baddies Gone Wild Season 2 and Bad Boys Dominican coming up. So definitely go and review that and get that out to you guys, because I think that's gonna be real tea. I'll watch the Bad Boys, but the girls do it the best, no shade. So all right, JayPee gang, JayPee out. Love y'all so much. Stay safe wherever you are, wherever you live. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Mwah.